And we are live, guys. Welcome to Crypto Talk Now with Patches and Larry. We have a good shot of Patches right there. You can clearly see his face. And of course, there's something weird going on with the YouTube algorithm because, oh, there we go. It just updated it. So now we've got 4 people because I do see some comments in here. I didn't see anybody on there. So I do have to go. I do have to complain a little bit. I don't know if you want to call it a rant or something like that, but I just have to point out some things that are stupid sometimes. Let's see here. All right, so let me share my screen. Sometimes I have to point out some of the stupidity in the industry because you know what? Guys like CZ, they call Duquan stupid. So he called Duquan's idea of going to Luna 2 stupid. So I can call out some people too. I think it's time that I do that a little bit without mentioning some names. But I do want to recognize some people here. We have, I'm going to stay on you guys right here. I'm going to stay on you guys with the likes. If you could just like the stream. We've got 3 likes. So thank you so much for that. I'm going to try to be happy right now because I am a little bit aggravated. All right, so gratitude. Showing gratitude. We have 4 videos still that we have to upload. They're already created. We do have a lot of things going on, but, you know, sometimes I run into stupid stuff, and I just have to kind of share it with you guys because you're my family. Okay, so who will be first? Who will be first? Cool Cat Crypto, a.k.a. War Cat Crypto. How are you doing? I think we saw you earlier, too. Yes, we did. We saw you earlier. Patches says hello because your cat is a lot more friendly now. Rafael Santos says, good day, Sir Larry and Sir Patches. I threw the Sir in front of Patches. Good day to you, Rafael Santos or Santos, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Common Sense says, hello, Crypto Talk Now Network family. Yes, this is a network that we're building. We are definitely building it. In fact, I'm actually looking. I have another idea, actually. I'm looking actually to possibly purchase another YouTube channel. Somebody that was a crypto YouTuber that doesn't want to do it anymore, but I'm thinking about it. I don't know if it's the right move or not because the channel's been dormant for a few months, but I might consider doing that. All right, just anything we could do to get a shot in the arm here to boost stuff. Common Sense says, hit that like. Yes, please do that. Right now, we've got 11 people, 13 people in here. We've got 3 likes, so thank you so much. We have to very, very important news. We have to talk about Terra Luna. Of course, because that's what everyone wants to talk about. We have to talk about Luna Classic for sure. Hello to Michael Cornwell. A new star is born. Michael Cornwell, he watches us on the big screen. He's got a big, I don't know, 55, 70-inch TV. I don't know. It's a big TV. We saw his living room. He's watching it in there right now on the big screen because he likes to see Patches on the big screen. And he was actually on the big screen himself because he actually, if you guys missed it, joined the Max and Larry show today at 3. So here we go here. So what a great show earlier. Yeah. It kind of got silly. I don't know how you guys feel about the silliness, but sometimes I can't stop laughing because Max does some funny. He does some funny impersonations, especially when we were talking about Mononoke Inu and he was doing the impersonation of the Mononoke dev. That was just funny stuff. But we do have some fun, serious stuff to talk about too. Okay. Mike C says like and share. Oh, there goes the other Mike. So we got Mike 1 through 3 working right now. Girl Dad, welcome back, Girl Dad. He says, what's happening? So you might not know this, Girl Dad, but we have the Max and Larry show Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on the weekends, the Max and Larry show is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday. And then also we have a regular show Monday through Friday. It's like usually just Patches and me, but we might bring, you know what? Maria's coming on Wednesday. I forgot about that. Maria's coming Wednesday. You won't want to miss Wednesday's show. So 3 o'clock Monday through Friday. And then we're looking to get, I haven't really had too much time. I talked to someone that's a big investor actually that follows our show today on the phone. So I actually been working on some stuff behind the scenes and I haven't had too much time to do much else. Between that and filming 3 videos, and I have 1 still from yesterday to load. Hey, welcome back, Ricky. Oh, Ricky is trying to fool me. Look at that. He had the rim there, and then he had pictures of himself, and was it a Coors Light girl or something like that? And now he has a picture of the Luna Classic logo. Shout out to Youth Peppa, and definitely an OG of the show. He says, hey, Larry from Crypto Talk Now. Thank you for that and your support. Common Sense says, Michael, what is your Twitter? Oh, I think he's asking Michael Cornwell what your Twitter is. Okay. So let me refresh this screen. Okay, here we go. So, wow. Holy cow. I guess I just need to refresh. We have 15 likes. Wow, you guys are doing fantastic. Thank you so much for that. We're doing really good. Let's really punch the algo in the mouth because it's just me here, so I can say whatever the heck I want. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so Beamer is here. He says like and share. Tuesday, yeah. So Tuesday we have, I have it set already. You know what? I'll just show you. So we have it, well, it's already scheduled in there. I guess I don't need to show you. But Tuesday, make sure you guys tune in because, oh, there's the crypto. Okay, that's cool how it showed up like that. Crypto Red June, yeah. So Tuesday is going to be a regular Max and Larry show, also a special 30-minute AMA with the development team of Rolodex. So we're going to talk to the guys at Rolodex, the development team, because Common Sense is the one that set that up for us. And we appreciate that because he is a substantial holder in that project. So we're going to try to learn more about that and share that with our community to see if it's something that more people want to get involved with. Because Max and I are currently not investors, but we will take a close look at it. And we will, what better way to do it than have an AMA, right, on the show Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you tune in for that. So Girl Dad says, you know, I think I got screwed with one pearl. Hopefully Pixel will save you a little. I'm not familiar with one pearl. Is that a project? Is that a crypto project? Michael Cornwell says like and share. Yep. Thank you for that. Rafael Santos says, hello, sir. And he says, any thoughts in the red and bloody market? Yes, we do. I do have thoughts. I got to share the screen here. I do like looking closely at you guys. I like you to be able to see me, and I can, well, I really can't see you, but I want you to be able to see me, and I want you to see Patches, because you know what? Patches is a good looking dog. And well, are you doing good, Patches? Patches. Oh, he went for a walk earlier. I took him. Oh, there he is. Are you? Oh, you're such a good boy. You went for a nice walk, didn't you? See, now he's a little bit tired, but he's perked up a little bit. He had his dinner, he had his walk. I don't really have to take him on a walk because he has, a lot of area to run around, but I wanted to take him out front. All right, so there you go. So he's all excited to be with you guys. He is the crypto family dog. We do have 16 likes, but you know what? I'm going to refresh this to see if it changes the number. That could be what's going on too. All right. Wow. You see that right there? You see? There's no tinfoil hat right here, but do you see that? Oh, now it's 16. All right. Well, it looked like it was 15 earlier. I swear there's something that's going and hitting the down button. I don't think there's that many people that dislike this. There's just something weird going on. I don't know who she is, but I don't know I don't know who these people are. This is just an ad. Okay, so now we got 18 likes. So thank you for that. Yes, let's look at so we did a video earlier in case you missed it. We haven't loaded it yet. But in case you missed the news, if I can find the news, where is it? Oh, this is the one we talked about earlier this afternoon, right? So we can touch on it a little bit for anybody that missed it, but we know what's going on. There's a new burn proposal with Terra Luna, right? Yes, the friendly neighborhood dog Patches. Yes, he's your friendly neighborhood dog. All right, so here it is right here. Let's look at the top 100. See, I bet you not much has changed since earlier. You see that? It's just a sea of red. It's usually the same thing every day, right? It's all red except for a couple. Now it's just one. Whatever this is, OKB. I don't even know what OKB is, to be upfront with you. Like, I can't keep track of all the stuff. I only can keep track of the stuff that I'm thinking about buying, or maybe that I'm already in. Sometimes I don't even like to track the stuff that I'm already in if it's a long-term hold. Just mainly what I look at right now, I'll show you what I'm looking at right now, is this right here. I'm still waiting. I still haven't purchased yet. I think in my opinion, we have still further to fall. So here I'll go on my little bit of a rant, okay? Some people are just good YouTubers, right? But, they say top influencers. Just because somebody has a lot of subscribers doesn't necessarily mean they're a top influencer. And so I'll get that to the devs here. So I'm looking at devs that, hire some people to do a promotional AMA or something like that. And they have 200, 300,000 subscribers, 50,000, whatever the number is. And they don't get a lot of views, not in relation to what they're charging. So they charge them an arm and a leg, and they really don't know much about crypto, but they got lucky. I don't want to say they got lucky, but they're actually really good YouTubers. So they might not even have much investment experience, or maybe they do. I'm not saying this is the same across the board, but I just feel I don't know if I feel bad for some of the developers. I think I feel bad for some of the developers because I feel like they fall prey. I think they fall victim to some of these top influencers. I really don't like that term, top influencers. Are you just trying to say the influencers that have, like, I don't know if you want to call them influencers, the YouTubers that have lots of subscribers? Is that what we're talking about? Because if you're paying somebody $3,000 to do an AMA and they get 350 views on their video and they don't have any connections, if they don't have any connections with people that have money behind the scenes that watch their show or their YouTube, what are you really paying for? Why are you paying them $3,000 for an AMA when they don't know anybody that has the money to invest $10,000 or $20,000 into a new project? So it's just weird to me. Okay, so there you go. So, but I feel like they're getting taken advantage of. That's what I feel. I feel like they're getting taken advantage of, and we're going to try to clean some of that up too with some things that we're going to do, but they're kind of proprietary, and I don't really want to share them with everybody right now. But once they come out, it'll really take it'll kind of take the space by storm, I think. Okay, so Michael Cornwell says, Ricky says Wednesday is going to be epic. Is that I know I'm going to make a joke. Is that because Maria's coming on the show at 3? Maria Anderson. Do you guys know who she is? It's not because of that. Well, it's going to be epic because she's going to be here, right? But he's talking about Luna Classic, the vote. Look, who's coming here? Where is she? Here she is right here. So look right here. You see Maria's coming back. Look, I'll show you. This was one we did. Her schedule hasn't matched up with mine. She's coming back Wednesday, and she's going, she's kind of like a guest co-host or whatever. She's coming back. Maria Anderson. She's a good YouTuber. So she's coming back Wednesday, but he's probably talking about, why can I never find that article? This is what he's talking about right here. So Wednesday, the 15th, that's when the vote will close. It's right now about 93. Well, according to this article several hours ago, 93% are in favor of the vote, right? So we'll read that a little bit. It looks like there's not anybody new here. So I think you guys all saw this earlier. So we'll wait till we get somebody new. Michael Cornwell says, I talked to Clayborough earlier. He agreed with my math, Larry. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I know who Clayborough is. Yeah. Okay, so you talked to him. That's good. So that's good news. That actually is good news. That's good news that somebody else is concurring with your math. That's really, really good news, guys, because I'm looking. If Michael is correct, if Michael's math is correct, I believe that he's on the right path. Is it going to happen? I mean, nobody has a crystal ball, but if it gets, the math makes sense to me, but if it gets to 7 cents, right, I'll have $175,000. That's hard to believe just from that $1,100 invested or something like that. That's kind of hard to believe. It's really amazing, but let's see what happens. It's a lottery ticket. Michael Cornwell says, I have bagged up 25 million Luna and 30 million wrapped Luna. Okay, so that's what you got overall. That's good. You probably were buying it at a good price too, because I can tell you're a pretty sharp guy. You're a lot sharper than some of these developers that I'm seeing out there. I haven't even had a chance. I'm trying to even think here. Have I ever talked to a developer on the phone? I don't think I've talked to one developer on the phone. I haven't tried to do that yet, but I think that's what it's going to take. I think I'm going to have to actually set a few people straight because, I've gone back and forth. I met the one that complained that I was charging too much was Larry, you're charging what somebody with 20,000 subscribers charges, right? So we don't have any botted accounts or nothing like that. We have real followers, and we actually have a real network that's not even connected to this channel that actually invests in stuff. But, that's beside the point. So we also have a network inside the channel, of course, that invests in things. People that are subscribers here, OGs and stuff like that. But, the funny thing was, we charge too much, right? Well, this is what it is. The rate is very reasonable. But so where am I going with this? I kind of lost my train of thought. The thing that I was trying to point out to you is I don't really talk to I've never talked to a developer on the phone, and I'm going to have to start doing that to be an advocate. My idea of waiting for them to come, I think some of them are sheepish. They may not be people or whatever, they may not be comfortable talking to people on the phone or taking the first step. But I think I'm going to have to do that for the benefit of this network here because, we need to get some sponsorships going, and we're going to try to work on something We're talking to a couple of investors behind the scenes to see if there's something that we can do to, push our network forward a little bit. Cause I am getting a little bit frustrated. I'm getting frustrated by this. I don't want to be dependent. I don't want to be dependent on just YouTube, right? Cause we only have 21 likes. Actually, that's really good. 21 likes. Okay. So back to where I was getting. I know I'm going in circles here like I always do. That's good, Michael, that you bagged that up. And I was saying that, you're a lot sharper probably than some of these developers. I'm going to have to start talking to them on the phone. I think a lot of them are scared to spend. I think they've been victims of, other YouTubers or whatever, or even people on Twitter, or maybe they even got scammed. They paid somebody on Twitter and they never, they disappeared on Telegram or whatever. But I think that some of them are getting taken advantage of. I think, they're getting charged $3,000, $5,000, and they're pretending they have a network of investors behind them and they really don't have anything. And they just happen to be, decent YouTubers. And sometimes they're not even that, getting 300 views on an AMA when you have, thousands of subscribers is, where's the ROI? Where's the return on investment? It's a little bit frustrating to me. I have to have these type of sessions here because you're my family. I have to rant a little bit. Selmo Fudd says crypto talk now, right? It is definitely a grind. It's definitely a grind. I think sometimes some of these people haven't run a business before. And I don't know, YouTube was their first big thing, maybe. I'm not even sure. I'm really not sure. Okay, so I'm excited. I'm going to keep grabbing Luna. That's what Michael Cornwell says. And Ricky says, I only have 3 million Luna Classic, but we'll get more before launch. Well, that's 500,000 more than I have. I only have 2.5 million. I'm waiting for, I'm still waiting to see. We'll go over to the screen here. I'm still waiting to see, and we got to talk about Hex too, right? Where's Luna Classic? Did Luna Classic? So Luna Classic, oh no, here it is. It fell out of my favorites. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Can it gain one more zero? I hope it gains one more zero so I can buy some. I have to be disciplined. I don't want to go and buy more and FOMO in. I want to just wait and see what happens. See if it'll gain another zero back. Ricky said 98% now. Have you seen Do Kwon's tweets? No, I haven't, but let's go take a look. Thank you for mentioning that. I haven't looked for Do Kwon's account in a while. I haven't looked for his account in a while. So here we go. We're going to look for Do Kwon. By the way, if anybody has a YouTube channel they want to sell that has at least 1,000 subscribers, just contact me on Twitter. And you know what? My Twitter thing is gone, isn't it? I've got to put that on. Hold on a second. Let's throw the banners on. So the banners are, well, that's not the right one. Patrick says, smash the like button, like the stream. It's not financial advice. And I got to go into brand. And I've got to hit, is it this one? There it is. Okay. So if anybody wants to sell me or sell us, I guess I have to say, if anybody wants to sell we, when I say we, I mean like the royal we. Well, I should say really us. I guess maybe Max would buy too. If somebody wants to sell us their YouTube channel because they're just sick of being a YouTuber, just so that we can, try to dominate the space a little bit more, contact me on Twitter, Crypto Talk Now 21. I'm serious. I know it sounds funny. You have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. DPG Maximus. There you go. All right. So if you want to sell your YouTube channel, I know that's weird. All right. So I'm all over the place. Larry, focus. Go to Do Kwon. Okay. Here's Do Kwon. It's hard for me to focus because I want to make sure I keep the show flowing. I have to get to your comments as best I can. Okay. Here it is. Well, this is June 9th. June 9th. Okay. So I guess this is what he's talking. I guess this is what he's talking about. He says, have you seen Do Kwon's tweet? So we're going to read these in a second. Let me get to all the comments first. And then we're going to read what Do Kwon says right from the horse's mouth, right? Common Sense says 7 cents, 4 million. Larry, everyone loves Michael's math. Yeah, I love my boy. I'm going to be sending, you know what? I'm going to send Michael Cornwell a Christmas present this year. I don't know if you celebrate Christmas, but you're going to celebrate it this year. If it gets to 7 cents before Christmas, I don't think it's going to happen before Christmas. But what if it does, right? Then, well, you know what? The bull run's not starting until February 14th. Everyone's going to hate me. February 14th, 2023. Don't shoot the messenger. It's just a gut feeling. 7 cents, 4 million. Larry, everyone loves Michael's math. That's what comment says is going to have $4 million. Okay. Michael Cornwell, 1.2% of the daily volume is roughly 0.5% of the supply. Considering the trading volume is 25% of the market cap. Yeah, what is the trading volume right now? We got to go back and look. So it's so it's 158 million. Let's do 158 million divided by 448 million. So that's about 35%. So you're pretty close there with your 25% market cap thing, considering the trading volume is 25%. Okay, close. Can I sponsor? I guess so. If we want to have a OG General crypto whale that is with our channel here, yeah. If you want to figure out something, I guess we could. I never thought about that before, but that's interesting. I'm open to any ideas. I just want to be able to not be subject to anybody. I want to make sure that we always put our audience first, and we're doing what our audience wants. We're giving you what what you guys want. Maybe you guys don't always like the humor. I don't know. I just have to make it interesting, because if not, it's just boring. We're going to look at charts all day. I mean, we are throwing a lot. We're spitting a lot of knowledge. We're spitting at you a lot of facts. But in between, we have to laugh a little bit so it doesn't get boring, right? I mean, at least I don't want it to be boring for myself. Michael Cornwell says, I run 4 businesses. Wow, look at that. And I manage many properties. Okay, cool. That's good. Okay, so you're into, I'm guessing that you're into, you're a real estate investor, maybe something like that. So that's good. Okay, glad to hear that. So Michael understands. Okay, Rafael Santos. I hope the air, Larry, give me some Luna Classic. Haha, just joking, sir. Okay. Thank you for that. And I really appreciate you, Rafael Santos. I see you retweeting a lot. I see a lot of you guys retweeting and liking my tweets, and I appreciate that. All you guys, Michael Cornwell, Common Sense, Selmo Fudd, Ricky, all you guys are, I'm going to go scan through. Youth Peppa, Girl Dad, Mike C. Oh, that's one of the 3 mics. Crypto. What is it? Cool Cat Crypto. Sorry. All right. So I built up Facebook groups to 100,000 people. Wow. I know ways to grow stuff with minimal investment. Really? That's quite the audience. 100,000 people? That's good. I've dabbled in that a little bit in the past. I think I created a little Facebook group, but it wasn't crypto related. It was like a buy and sell group for my community. It was like, like 1,300, whatever. And I turned over the administrative rights to somebody else because I didn't have time to manage it. But that was a long time ago. Okay, so just messing around with different things. Michael Cornwell says, I do marketing and PR for my business as well. Okay, cool. Well, that's good. Michael Cornwell says, the portable building business, and I manage a few trailer parks and house rentals on the side. Okay, cool. The portable building business. Okay. I'm trying to think. Okay, so that's like, are those like temporary offices and stuff like that? Those portable buildings, those type of things? The show has the show has to have personality. Or that has personality. Yes, that's why we're growing. Yes. And don't believe these numbers. Let me just show you this. I guess I have to show you this. This is the type of stuff that annoys me. I have to show you guys. This stuff doesn't make sense. There's 21 people watching. I don't expect a lot of people right now on a Saturday night. Okay, so look. I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to show you guys something that this is like kind of private information, but it's just, it's our family here. I'm going to see if I can get into it here. Okay, so here we go, right? Here we go. Okay. Do these numbers make sense to you right here? You see this? So how is it that we've had, now, do you see what this is right here? This is what you can tell, well, we can't tell developers yet right now because they don't understand this stuff. Okay, here's the super chat right here. We know that, $12.95. Thank you guys for the super chat tips that you guys gave us this last show. Now, look right here. I'm giving you stuff that probably no other YouTuber is going to show you, right? This is real, like, personal, whatever. This is, important stuff. So this is what I look at. I always, after every show, I look at this number right here. This number is peak concurrence. That's 171. So for those of you that don't know what this metric is right here for YouTube, this basically is saying at your high point, Larry, your live stream with Max and Patches, it had 171 peak concurrence. So 171 people were watching the show for more than 30 seconds. at the height of the show. That's not too bad. 171. A lot of times we get at least 140 people here as peak. And a few times we'll get over 200, right? Maybe our record was like 223, 224. But this does not line up. This is total BS right here. I've literally seen people get like 35 or 45 or 52 concurrents and have many more views than us. So this is showing you, this is the good thing about this is it's showing you that when people come here, they stick. You know, people come in and out. I understand that. But a lot of people are being retained, right? They're staying here. And this number fluctuates because when you go in and out, this affects the average view duration. So if somebody goes out and like, you know, starts cooking dinner and then comes back, this number will be impacted. So I'm not worried about the view duration, but this is a good number to have, right? 171 people. That's pretty good for our little space here. But this number makes no sense. One time, this number was so close. The total number of views was so close to the peak concurrence. When we had over 200 peak concurrents, it was a difference of 8. It was a margin of 8. So we only had 8 more views than we had at, you know, the peak concurrence. That makes no sense. How do you only get 292 views when you've had as many as 171 people? And for most of the show, you guys were here, right? What was there, 80 or 100 people at least almost the whole time, except for the last 5 minutes when we're saying goodbye to people. So the numbers don't make sense to me. And this is the type of stuff that aggravates me. That's what makes me want to buy other YouTube channels. I know that's crazy. That's like, I do things that are like out of the norm because I don't like to think inside the box. I like to do fun stuff. I like to be bold, and I like to do aggressive stuff that many people would never think about doing, maybe, or would be like, no, we're not doing that. That's crazy. Okay. So here we go. So we have to be aggressive because we need to get the word out. Yeah. So the show has personality. Yes. That's why we're growing. What is up to Cody Core? Hey, Cody Core. I'm sorry. I can't do the Cartman. Common Sense says Cody Core is in the house. Thank you. Oh, here's somebody new. So welcome. Put your hands together for Rabbit Jackburn. Say it together. Rabbit Jackburn. And of course, he has a rabbit. He's got a rabbit with cactuses, the red ones. Is original rap Luna on BSC. BSC is like the wormhole. That's where I have my Luna is on Binance, on the Binance chain. Now considered Luna Classic. I believe so. I mean, I better be. I think Michael Cornwell can tell you a little bit of something about the more specifics about the wrapped Luna and the difference between those two. But to me, it's the same thing. I hope the heck it is. Micah says, Lay, thank you for that. And welcome to Micah. Michael Cornwell says, yeah, tiny houses and cabins, etc. Okay, yes. I do like tiny homes. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And cabins. And do you guys like deal with those barns that they build? The barns they build, they come with those, expensive trailers. I've seen them before, like $70,000 trailers, and they drop them off at people's houses, like the 12 by 24 barns and 12 by 12s, the pre-built barns. Micah says, Kathy, so thank you for that. I think we've got a few people watching here. Micah says, oh, look at that. She's using the same one that the Wumuja person uses. It's the totem pole looking devilish creature with the horns. And thank you for that. Michael Cornwell. We could give people 1 million Shiba on every show. That's interesting. Use Super Chat, play a game, and send to their wallet live on TV. Shiba cheap, and we will help you build. Oh, you think that would be a good promotion, Michael? I'm open to any type of promotional suggestions because when there's 500 people concurrently in the stream, right? I think that we're there. I don't want to say we're there. We're not there yet. I think we can get there is what I'm trying to say. I think we can get there in like 2 to 3 months, that we can get 4 or 5 people here concurrently. And when that happens, it's going to be difficult to read the comments, but I'll be looking for you guys first. I can assure you of that. I'll do my best to make sure that I recognize you guys. I might not be able to read every single comment, but I'll definitely be making an effort to say hello. Okay, we could give, that would be really cool. We can help build. Yeah, let me know. You can always send me an email. Michael, you can send me a tweet, direct message, right? Or if you want, You can drop me an email if you want my phone number. You can text me. You can call me. I don't always get back to you right away, but I do make an effort to get back to you. So any whatever your preferred method of contact is, or we can just talk through the show here. Michael Cornwell says, be surprised what $5 to $10 will do for a show. Yeah, we've been talking about giveaways. I hope one of the things that we're trying to do is not get in trouble with YouTube. So we want to make sure when we start doing these giveaways that we're not breaking any YouTube rules. As YouTube has crazy rules that no one understands. Common Sense says, what's up, RJ? I don't know who these people are, but we got to get them off the screen because we're not advertising their clothing or whatever it is. We're going to skip their ad and we're going to look at me and Patches. Oh, look at that. It's this thing again. We can't get rid of these people. Who are these people? Get them off the screen. Get off the screen. We're not paying for your clothes. Get off the screen. They're still on the screen. We're also, so just so you know, we're simulcasting on Twitch. We're also simulcasting on Twitch right here. So in between watching guys play video games and girls playing video games, you can watch us on Twitch. We've got only 8 followers. So there we are there. But guys, help me out. We've got only 24 likes. Okay. We are on also Twitter. Where are we on Twitter? Wait, we got to refresh Twitter. I'll just show you guys all the places that we're casting right now. We're close to being on. We're either going to try TikTok or Instagram first for one of the streams. Okay, so we are on right here. But, Michael Cornwell might want us to stream on Facebook. He sounds like he's a Facebook type of person, that he likes Facebook. Okay, that's fine. Shoot, we got to go back. I'm missing so many comments. I'm sorry. Wrapped. You know what? Let's put a relaxing crypto bubbles on while I'm going through the comments. At least you guys can look at this. All right, so you can look at your favorite top 100 crypto. Kevin Cassidy, welcome back. He has his avatar. He's had Luna for a few days. He says, all right, Larry, hope you are doing well with all the Crypto Talk Now Army. Thank you so much. We are doing great here. I just have to rant a little bit. I'm ranting about developers. I'm ranting about YouTube. What else am I ranting about? I'm ranting about, top influencers because I don't believe they're necessarily top influencers. I think they just happen to have a lot of subscribers, and sometimes their views don't line up. Their views don't line up with their subscriber count. It's very interesting. Okay, the Jin says, watch. Oh, I'm sorry. Which Michael is this? 1 through 4. Yes, we have Michael 1 through 4. There's probably more Michaels in here too. Michael, it's basically the Larry and Patches show and a boatload of Michaels. Michael's actually 1 through 4. He's got 4 accounts. He's trying to mess around with the algorithm in our favor, so I appreciate that. The Jin says, which may bad, laugh out loud. Oh, I'm not sure if he's talking about the month of May, but welcome back to Jin. Yeah, Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is not far from me. Wouldn't it be amazing? So we talked about this before, right? I don't think people want BitBoy Crypto here. So we do know somebody. There's a friend of the show that knows one of these 3 people personally. So we have the choices are Richard Hart. He's the developer of Hex, right? Richard Hart, Wendy O. She's a crypto YouTuber. What does she have? 170,000 subscribers, something like that. So I like Wendy O. I like watching her. I don't ever always get to watch every video, but once in a while, maybe I watch one video a week. But we like her. She has a nice personality. And then the third one was BitBoy Crypto, right? Because he's not too far either. We could go and we could jump in the truck and go. Well, we're not going to go see him. We can't just show up there. But who want? Well, we're not. We're going to play that guessing game. I think we already know who everybody wants. They either want Richard Hart or Wendy O. So one of those people is coming on. But could you imagine? Could you imagine that we would break the crypto internet if we had Mr. Beast come on here? Could you imagine if we had Mr. Beast come on here? That would be quite incredible. That would be quite incredible. This is what Mr. Beast is going to do. He's going to have a crypto channel on the Crypto Talk Now network. Wouldn't that be amazing? We wouldn't have to do anything anymore. We'd just let him present everything. And then he would shake up the crypto space. If he had his own crypto channel, there would be no other crypto influencer. That would be it. They would just, if that's all he did was come out with crypto videos every day, we would just watch him. Okay, so Mr. Beast gives stuff away. Yep, it's okay. Yeah, his first one. Yeah, you're right. So he's saying it's okay for YouTube. The first one that he gave away was, I think, $10,000 to a homeless man. That's what actually made his channel take off. And he's been a YouTuber, I think, since 2013. He was a young kid then. Okay, so Michael Cornwell says, I bring many names in to help with likes, etc. Laugh out loud. Yeah, thank you. Kevin Cassidy says, Elon Musk should buy YouTube. Oh, yes. And deal with all the scam and the bots. Yeah. Isn't it interesting how they, YouTube shuts down legit channels, but then they have like the scam streams showing, and they have guys. Don't ever answer those comments. If you see someone with our logo in the comment section, those are totally fake. When they say contact us now on WhatsApp, can we get rid of those comments? No, we can't. I have to manually go in and delete them. And who has time to delete every single comment? At Common Sense, the Jin says, Larry and Michael 1 through 4. What's up, fellas? Smoking some rib. Oh, he's making me hungry again. I did eat dinner already, but I am getting hungry every time he talks about food. What's up, fellas? Smoking some rib tips, Texas style. Thank you for that. And he does the beer clashing together. Michael Cornwell says, I'm a think, make me some ribs tomorrow. Oh, here we go. Talking about food again. Smoked Oklahoma style. And Youth Pepper says, Michael Cornwell, nice. Okay, so I appreciate Youth Pepper as well. So everybody is in here. Turn on subscriber only comments. Don't I have that on there now? Turn on subscriber only comments. Okay. Let me see. Let me go back and look and see what's on here. I might have to edit the show. Edit. I thought maybe sometimes I forget to turn that on. I wish there was an automatic default, but I have to manually set that up because StreamYard doesn't have the settings for YouTube. I have to go into YouTube afterwards and set it up. It takes me about like 30 minutes to do the thumbnail, schedule the show, and do all that kind of stuff. And then, put a little tweet on Twitter. And sometimes I don't get to be too detailed about it because I have to hurry up because there's so many other things I'm doing. We probably need someone to help me start making thumbnails because I'd like to get my thumbnails better. Customization. Okay, customization. Oh, no, look at that. We already have subscriber mode on right there. See, we've got it on already. We've got it on. So we're good. We've got subscriber mode on. So I think we're good. Maybe there's some people in here you don't recognize. Oh, look, there's Alex Becker. Right? That's Alex Becker, if you guys don't know who he is. All right, so there we go. All right, we're going to skip the ads. And now we're looking at Alex Becker. All right, we're not going to look at Alex Becker all day. We're going to pause it there. Okay, so the Jin says, Michael, that's tornado style. Okay. Michael Cornwell is doing the Cartman laugh. Oh, we got it. Ricky is in the process of building a barbecue trailer. Okay, cool. So you can go maybe to football games, tailgate parties or something. Michael Cornwell says, so the bot subscribed, you will have to block them. Which one is the which one is the bot? Which one's the bot? I don't think there's any bots in here. I don't think so. I don't know. Okay. Kevin Cassidy said, I was losing money in crypto until I met Mrs. Made Up Name who believes them bots. It's crazy. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the ones in the comment section. I get those bots. See, those bots come into the comment section, not in the comments in the video, but afterwards on the recorded section. Like when the video is a recorded video or after the show has been recorded, that's where the comments come in. The subscriber mode works pretty decently. Like I have it on now for the comments for the live show. We don't seem to get bots for that. Larry, Youth Pepper says, Larry, you can tell if they are legitimate or illegitimate copies of you if they don't have a check mark next to your name. That's how the viewers can tell if it's you. Well, I'm talking about on the recorded ones. But yeah, they try to do a similar one. The Jin at Ricky. Hell yeah, brother. Selmo Fudd says, welcome, Selmo Fudd. He says, got a Kansas City style rib I'm going to put on the grill tomorrow. Everybody likes to grill. Ricky says will be a stationary trailer on a main highway. I love to cook. Okay, I got you. You know, I love ribs. I really love ribs, and I haven't had ribs in a long time. The Jin says, Selmo, make sure they are not injected. Laugh out loud. All right, so let me come over here to Crypto Bubble. So for those of you that didn't see this, actually, we never got to reading whoever asked earlier about reading Duquan's comments. We better do that. Common Sense is originally from St. Louis. Yeah, I do remember you saying that because we were talking about Mark McGuire, I think, when he was playing for the Cardinals. Well, guys, I'm originally from St. Louis, so St. Louis style. Cool. So Duquan over on his Twitter page, he's got over 1 million followers. And look, he's saying he's in Singapore now. I think he just moved there, right? Who knows? All right. So while most of our efforts have been spent on Terra 2.0 and making sure, this was back on the 9th, so this was like 2 days ago. While most of our efforts had been spent on Terra 2.0 and making sure ecosystem developers can find a home after the DPEG incident, we will soon be more proactive in communicating with the press and getting the right information out there. Oh, man. Excuse me. Actually, I had a yawn. Okay. Let me hit show this thread. 2, there is a lot of misinformation and falsehood out there, and we promise to do our part in making sure as much of it is correct as possible. A few tips to help us engage. First, TFL's official media inquiry channel is comms@terra.money. Many people have been messaging us in various languages, but if it's not in English, we just wouldn't have the linguistics capability to respond. Okay, so they don't have translators at the ready. Second, they don't have Google Translate. Second, there have been many hearsay reports about core developers offering expert interviews about Terra's mechanisms. Open source development is transparent, and I would urge media to check if a single line of code by your experts has ever made it into production. 5, for Terra Core, Anchor, or other essential services. And if they're not made, any contributions during their internship would double and triple check the validity of their expert opinion. Lastly, while TFL intends to continue supporting and building on the Terra 2.0 network, it is not by any means a TFL-led chain. We consciously bowed out of airdrop allocations, and all the decisions are being made by various community groups, albeit in a rocky fashion. Huh. That's interesting. I remain excited by the continued passion and ingenuity of Terra's builders as the community navigates this difficult time. Let's leave them alone to build. I got to read this part again here. Lastly, while TFL intends to continue supporting and building on the Terra 2.0 network, it is not by any means a TFL-led chain. We consciously bowed out of airdrop allocations, and all decisions are being made by various community groups, albeit in a rocky fashion. That's interesting. So he's kind of like distancing himself. Okay, so Ricky says tweets like 2 days old. Yeah, it is. Youth Peppa says if you turn off subscriber mode, you'll get more comments, boosting the algorithm and get more views. Yeah, but what happens is we get malicious bots that come in here and they hurt us. So we can't have those bots come in hurting our channel. That's why we turned it off and only put subscriber mode on. And all you have to do is, if anybody's listening and they don't want to subscribe, you'd only have to be a subscriber for 1 minute. And then after your comment's over with, you can just unsubscribe. If you really don't want to be a subscriber, it's fine. We don't want to force you to subscribe, but we have to have some type of safety measures so that we don't get bot attacked in our comments. For all the money that Google has, they can't figure out how to stop that. They can't figure it out. And they don't want to, apparently. Michael Cornwell says, Duquan and his cronies laugh out loud. Yeah. Please, Common Sense says, please share the show on the platform you are good with. Thank you. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, wherever you guys want to. TikTok. Michael Cornwell says, warning, Mike number 1, a.k.a. me, just ate 200 milligrams of gummies. Laugh out loud. Rocket to the moon. Okay, so he likes to eat gummies. Ricky says, pushing blame in his ways. Yep, but not coming out and saying anything to hurt himself. Yeah. So when they screw up, it's not going to be his fault, right? Like a narcissist. Michael Cornwell, I like to force them to subscribe. Strong arm. Force them. Force them to do it. Kevin Cassidy said, I think you should let's see, this is an interesting comment. I think you should make this channel 24/7 like a TV type news stream. Yeah, that would be so cool. We would love to do that. You could have actual live content mixed with pre-recorded, also occasional advertising between shows, guests, and phone interviews. I never thought about, we thought about having viewers call into the show. Like, you could call in like a classic radio talk show where you could call in and we would talk to you. We thought about that, but he's saying occasional advertising between shows, guests, phone, and interviews. Tweets. Yeah. So here's the thing. So, we have 2 shows, and right now it's, I have to say it is draining because I do 2 live streams a day pretty much. So, and Max does the streams, and I would like to start a 3rd show, and what I'll do is kind of just be like the training wheels for it, but I'd like to have somebody else be the regular, like either host or like a duo, like 2 people like me and Max, but just find another Larry and Max and have them host like a morning show, maybe like a 10 Eastern or 11 Eastern type of show. So we have coverage throughout the day, but I'm not sure how we would do a 24/7. That's why we would need to raise money. I mean, to be frank with you, we have a lot of ambition. We have a lot of goals and we'd like to do a lot of things. I think it's all going to come back to, what the community wants to pay for or what we want to raise. I mean, there's only so much we can do from earning money from AMAs. We can try to do that, but I think what we can do is actually build something. That's why we were thinking about the tokenization, which is, something that we'd have to iron out with contracts and stuff. And we'd have to also consider possibly an NFT, something that we would do with crypto to raise the money, to have basically seed money to do what we want to do, but also make it so that the community that follows this channel, which right now is mainly YouTube, let's be upfront, the community that follows Crypto Talk Now Network would be the ones with the power to make decisions, to really control the direction of the network. That would be something I think that would be, probably hasn't been done before. I don't know. Like, is there any news network that's owned through people that are invested in crypto? I don't think so. I mean, I would consider us sort of like a crypto news network, but a little more fun than that. I don't want to just say like a boring news channel, right? Where we just come on and read the news. It's too boring. There'll be different fields. Look, I kind of compare us to ESPN, right? I don't even watch ESPN anymore, but I used to watch it a lot years ago. So I think we need to have different personalities on this network so people, there's going to be different hosts here is what I'm saying. We're going to have different hosts, not on these time slots necessarily, but we're going to have different time slots. I think I missed something here. Oh, no, here we go. Okay, so I do like what you're saying, Kevin Cassidy. I like the idea of a 24/7. I just don't think we're there yet. We would need some more funding to be able to pay other hosts to come on. Because right now, me and Max are pretty much donating our time. I mean, we do get super chats and stuff like that, but we have to, put something in place if we're going to continue to move forward, because we can only get so far with what we're doing now. Okay. So, welcome back, L1NC. Good to see you again. It's going to be an interesting weekend for Luna Classic. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. This is definitely, where is it here? Where is it? This right here. This article has piqued my interest. We just, a few hours ago, right after the show, we did a video on this, but I haven't edited yet, and I didn't make a thumbnail. So that's the thing that takes time. I've got to do all that. We have to keep feeding the algorithm 5 videos a day to try to get to where we need to get on this YouTube platform. Someone, and we'll go over this again, someone that knows the market and knows what's going on and maybe knows stuff we don't on phone would be easy. Oh, so you think we should do like phone interviews, from like big people in crypto? Could you imagine, like, somebody like we get Plan B on the phone and we say something like, hey, Plan B, how are you doing today? Can you go over your stock to flow model? Although for that, he probably would have to come on because we'd have to see, the chart and stuff. You think we should start getting some big time guests? We can do that. I think to be upfront, because I'm a realist and everything, I think we're going to get discriminated against a little bit. Because, I just showed you the one that had 170 concurrents. I think we just need to get a little bit bigger. I'd like to see an average of, let's say, at least 200 concurrents, day in and day out. And then I think we can command some bigger guests. But we're very close. I really believe we're about this network is about 2 or 3 months away from really making an impact on the crypto space. I really believe that. We can get some bigger names to come in here. People that have been bigger names in crypto that have been on different channels or on media, right, for the last few years. We can try doing that. If anybody has a connection with anybody in crypto, like a bigger YouTuber or Twitter personality or somebody on CNBC or whatever it is, let us know. At Kevin, that's a badass idea where anyone can come on to the chat and inform their coin stats. Yeah. So are you saying, when you guys are saying the telephone thing, so it would be something like, okay, I've got the developer of, let's use Keith as an example. So if I want to have, Keith wants to come on through a phone call. He doesn't necessarily have to be in here. I literally, it's like a 5-minute quick phone call. And he says, hey, Larry, I just want to let you know, we want to just tell our community here that we're having a burn. And it's going to be, starting next Tuesday or whatever, like just some kind of like a quick phone update, or maybe somebody like you, like Kevin Cassidy, right? Kevin or Michael Cornwell, like you did today. So Michael Cornwell or Kevin Cassidy, whoever, calls up the show and he says, hey, Larry, take a look at this tweet that Duquan just made. Let's go take a look at it. And I say like, all right, like, hang on a second. It would be something like, the talk show. All right, Kevin Cassidy, you're live on Crypto Talk Now with Max and Larry or whatever the show is, right? And so you come on and we talk to you for a few minutes and you make your point. You say, I think, whatever's going on, this is what's going to happen with the burn with Classic. And then, we talk to you. We could do like, would that work? Would you guys want to be able to call into the show here? Because even though we haven't had anybody invest money yet, I'm still trying to give you guys control over the show now. Relatively speaking, I want to still have input, obviously, but I'm trying to give you a lot more control than you would have over a lot of other shows. I don't think you're going to get this level of access with other shows. And I'm going to remember you guys when we get to be really big because you guys are the OGs. Kevin Cassidy said, we can figure who's lost the most, like me on Luna, laugh out loud. Okay. The Jin says, if it happens, call it the LMP channel. Live crypto news, ups and downs, but live. Okay, cool. So do you want to have a live show where people call in? That's what I want to know, because I've got to talk to Johan. I know it might be a little bit more than just a traditional, I pick up my cell phone and I don't want to just hold it up to the microphone. Let me take this off. Do I literally, I don't want to, remember, I'm not the most tech savvy. We have people that can help us. I don't want to just take the cell phone and put it up to here, right? I have to make it so it pipes it into the stream so you hear it like clearer. I understand that. So I have to ask Johan about like some talk show equipment or something like that. So people can, is that what we want? Do we want people to call in? Do we want our viewers? Do we want you guys calling in? Do we want to start with that? Let me know about that in the comments. The Jin, this is kind of like turned into a brainstorming session. And I like that, because I'm getting good feedback from you guys. Okay, we can figure out. Michael Cornwell says, I'll get a better camera in my home PC setup. Laugh out loud. Okay. Oh, Michael's going to come back on and do some more crypto math. And look, if anybody wants to come on the show from the audience, they can. So if you're a developer, I don't think anybody's a developer right now watching here. with 22 people. But the developers, they after Tuesday, they're going to have to pay, right? Some people are grandfathered in, but now we charge for our AMAs for our guests to come on, and it's just only fair because these guys, believe me, these guys are paying a lot more money to other channels, and they're not getting any. They're not getting near the results that we're going to start getting because we actually have people that like are telling us who they want on. Like, we've got real investors, real people. Okay, so Michael Cornwell says one day. Common Sense says Maximus, get CZ on the phone. Could you imagine if we got CZ on the phone? And he comes on and he's like, Larry, I'm a big fan of you guys, especially when you guys joke around about Mononoke Inu. I just love watching that. Could you imagine something like that if he was the... That would be really funny. Okay, so within equals without. Crypto Talk now. Yes, thank you. Welcome back. Within equals without. Michael Cornwell, when I grow up, I want to be a whale. Laugh out loud. Okay. He wants to be a whale. Within equals without. Talk Luna Classic and they will come. Yes, he's a rabbit. He's got the rabbit. They're going to come fast. Yes. Okay, there's there's Alex Becker. All right, let's go talk about Luna Classic. Look, I'll put the fancy picture up. Where is it? There it is. Everybody, you know what? When I put this on my thumbnail, of course, excuse me, if I can get this level of thumbnail made, that'd be cool. But remember, excuse me, I'm a marketing type of guy, right? But I'm not a graphic designer. So if any of you guys know how to make thumbnails that look kind of like this, I put the flames in there, but this is like, kind of like another level, like I don't know how to do this type of intricate detail or whatever you want to call it. I think that's really cool. Like if I had something like this, anytime I put fire in my thumbnails, it seems to get more views. Michael Cornwell says the developer of the Butter Slug Inu on the phone, laugh out loud. Yeah. That's right. Oh my God. We should get Max to call in here as a developer of Mononoke Inu or Butter Slug Inu with the evil laugh that he does. Kevin Cassidy, laugh out loud at Michael Cornwell. Within equals without. It's good that it looks like we have some true fans here. So that's good. Within equals without. I like seeing that. Michael Cornwell. The Gin. Mike number 1, you have to eat lots of burgers, laugh out loud. Within equals without. Yes. That idea of the community input on the show sounds excellent. Oh, I would love to do this. Growing up, I used to listen to a lot of talk shows. I really did. I used to listen to a lot of talk shows. Most of the talk shows I listened to were actually sports talk shows. Growing up, obviously, there wasn't crypto, so I wouldn't be listening to a crypto talk show, right? I'd be listening to a sports talk show. And I used to listen to a lot of political shows, too. Ricky says, shared on Reddit. Thank you. That's something that we're not even on, Reddit. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Ricky. Really appreciate it. Within equals without. 22 watching, 29 likes. Great work, community. Yes, that's great. Thank you so much. Kevin Cassidy says, special guest, Duquan on crypto. Oh, my God. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if we really trolled Duquan? Like, let's just say this. Like, could you imagine if Duquan went to jail for real and we went there to interview him in jail? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine the views we would get if we interviewed Duquan in jail? Allegedly, if he's in trouble, right? I don't want to get sued. All right, so he's not going to jail, but in a fictional imaginary world, he goes to jail, and me and Max go to his prison and interview him somehow, right? If he gets like special time, I guess. I don't know what it's like in prison. He gets special time to talk, and we can interview him. That would be so funny. That would be like the most watched crypto show ever, probably. Within equals without, your next most consistent live Luna Classic show in the business, and that's huge. Yeah, so you think we can just do one show where people call in and talk about Luna Classic all day? That would make the whole channel. Yeah, I did see your comments about sticking with Luna. I've been telling Max that we need to kind of cover Luna. I remember the day we were looking at Luna. I had the crypto bubbles up like this, and we saw like everything was green except for Luna. And, and I was mostly green. And I was like, what the heck is going on with this? Why is it like, it was whatever it was, 40, 50, 60% down in a day. And I was like, what is this? Like, we weren't invested in it. And we were like, we never paid attention to it, because it's probably, whatever. I mean, part of it is the stable coin thing. I never am into stable coins, but he's like, well, I don't know. I'm not invested either. So we started looking into it, but we were a little bit late. We were about, I was probably about a week late on making a recorded video for Luna. So I kind of missed the algorithm with that, but we we definitely need to make more. We have a very close community. Yes, we do. Ricky. So what does everyone think is going to happen with Classic this week? I think this is going to happen right here. Definitely right here. I think that Luna 2 is being ignored. I think it's done by design. I think I always have that conspiracy thread in my blood. To me, I feel like they did this on purpose. I think that a lot of this was premeditated. I think that their design was to kind of like ignore Luna Classic so that it would crash so they could buy up more secretively with, a bunch of wallets. And now they've got this new Terra Luna Classic burn proposal to get 93 votes. So 93 votes percentage, 93% of the votes, right, are in, and they're in favor. And they support, which is a breakdown of 35% Luna Classic fee burn and 5% for development, right? So it's down here. This is the 2 paragraphs right here. It's worth noting that the 50% burn on transaction fees will not be implemented on exchanges. So that's going to make a lot of people move them, off exchanges. So that's right there. And here's the breakdown. Okay, so 50% of transaction fees in question, 35% will be burned via community pools every month, and 10% will be used to fund Terra devs. In comparison, the remaining 5% will be retained to support the development of Terra Classic core systems. How in the world are we all of a sudden supporting Terra Classic, Patches? How are we doing that, Patches? He's like, I don't know. He's like, I just want to take a nap. He just wants to take a nap. So now all of a sudden, I think that what's going to happen is you're going to see Terra. I think you're going to see Luna Classic pump, but it's not going to be enough of a pump for me to sell because I'm still at a loss. I didn't swing trade really. I sold off like once or twice and bought back in just to acquire some more, but I really did not really a swing trader. Within equals without. Great job at Ricky. Luna Classic is rising. Yes, we do at Common Sense. He's saying we have a close community. That would be great. Okay. So if you guys want this to be a show where you could phone in with the telephone, at least one of the streams, right? Maybe it's the Max and Larry. Maybe it's the 3:00 time slot. If you want it to be a show, you can call in. Type in phone in the comments. If you don't think it's a good idea, you don't have to type it in. But if you think it's a good idea, type the word phone. If you want to be able to pick up the phone, or if you want to hear Common Sense, or if he doesn't feel like calling, but if you want to hear the Gin, or you want to hear one of these guys, Kevin Cassidy or Michael Cornwell, pick up the phone and call and say, hey, Max and Larry, it's Michael Cornwell, and I want you to look at this. Wouldn't that be cool? I have a beautiful screenshot of the Luna Day. Cool. Ricky, what drew me here was that logo behind you and the dog laugh out loud. Oh, the logo behind me? What's it, the Crypto Talk Now? Oh, you're talking about like the crypto bubbles? But the dog is Patches, right? Everybody knows Patches. That's my dog. Look, you can't see it right now. Look, there's his name, Patches. Patches, what are you doing? His ear is bothering him. He gets ear infections every once in a while. He might have to go to the vet soon because he gets medication for his ears. They seem to get infected a lot. He's had this since he was a puppy, and now he's 8 years old. Patches, are you having fun? He's like, well, you really have to ask me that? All I like to do is eat and sleep. That's what he's thinking. He's such a beautiful dog. All right, so he is your crypto family dog. And nobody else does that. Who else comes on with their dog or cat? Who else lets you call in and talk to us? I don't think too many people are going to have a crypto talk show with a dog where you can call up and talk to the host or hosts. Nobody's going to have that type of stuff because we like to do things differently. Will it work? I don't know. Maybe nobody will watch, but at least we're going to try. Within equals without. And if it doesn't work, we'll change things. Within equals without. Luna 2.0 is being ignored. Totally ignored because owners of Luna Classic were ignored. Totally ignored. Yeah. The only thing we heard about Luna 2 was that, there were airdrops. Only thing we heard was he's stretching. He's going to try to make his bed better, I think. The only thing we heard was there were airdrops and that there was a bunch of projects that were going to move, right? They were going to move off of the platform. Patch is just circling like a shark. He's looking for a good spot. Sticking out his tongue. All right, so he's looking for a good spot. Okay. So, Common Sense says, I got in Luna Classic because of Larry and Max on Crash Day. Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, I remember that day. It was weird. And we all took a close look at it because, I like to buy distressed assets. So things that are like crashing and stuff like that, because it could be a foreclosed home in a good neighborhood. The Jin. Duquan is the next Pablo Escobar. Now, that would be a good celebrity death match, having Pablo Escobar fight Duquan in our time, where he can have anything he wants in jail, Korean women and drinks. That's funny. Within equals without. Wow, at Common Sense. Within equals without. Phone. Okay, so he wants the phone. So how many people want the phone? So we got one vote for phone. We only got one vote for phone. I guess only one person wants to do the phone thing. Oh, I guess it's not that popular. Only one person wants to talk show with the phone? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, someone did a picture of a phone. Oh, two people did a picture of the phone. Wow, I missed a lot. Oh, okay. I missed a lot of these. Okay. Here they are. Here comes the answers. Phone. 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 Thank you. So within without says phone, right? L1NC says phone. Within equals without says phone. Ricky says phone. Michael Cornwell says first time to time. And if you know they are at least logical, I'd say, yeah, laugh out loud. Okay, so within phone. He's doing all these pictures of phones. Luna or L1NC phone for the content. Oop. Let's see. Michael Cornwell says, can you make crypto bubbles patches background? Laugh out loud. Oh, you know what? I would like to do that. I'll have to ask Johan how to do that. To be upfront with you guys, a few weeks ago, because Johan comes over. He used to come over a lot more, but I can have him come over next week. There was a time when we first set up, before we even started YouTube, where he was getting me set up. He'd be over every day, just setting up. He built me this computer, and most recently he gave me a stand, or didn't. I mean, I bought the stand. He set up the stand. He gave me the idea. He set up the stand for my monitors, and I've got a tripod and a camera. I got a bad camera. I don't know what's wrong with this camera. I think it's defective. I got all these lights. I have this green screen. I have all this technology that I don't know how to use. I have a Stream Deck, which is really cool. So I'm going to have to ask him. I'm going to have to ask him how to do it. But you know what? Max probably could help me figure out how to change the background. We should do. That would be really good. That's actually a really good idea. Instead of looking at the stupid bricks, why would we even have bricks inside of a studio? That's just stupid. Do you know that people thought the couch behind me was real? A few people. Yeah, early on when I was doing recorded videos. That's kind of funny. And it's okay if you thought it was real, because it's kind of cool. I tried to make it real looking. And Johan set that up for me. He made the logo in the back and all that. So I should do the crypto bubbles would be an excellent idea. Pat just needs to be with the crypto bubbles. That would look really cool. What other show has a dog with crypto bubbles? Ricky says yes. He had the goggles on. Within equals without. Crypto family dog. Nice. Yep. He's the crypto family dog. The dog works. Oh, thank you. I thought the dog would be nice. It's supposed to be, relaxing. Like, if you picture it like this, I want it to be like you literally are talking to me as if you're talking to me in my living room, and you're hanging out with my dog. And it just happens to be that I have a logo behind me. But aside from that, we're sitting here, right? Patches is hanging out with you. He's your, he's so close to you, you feel like you're just going to pet him, because it's supposed to be, that we're a family or close friends or whatever. Michael Cornwell says Patches takes tips on OnlyFans only. Yeah, he's the only one that's going to be naked on the show is Patches. Nobody else is going to be naked on this platform. Within equals without. He's looking. He's thinking. He's looking and thinking. Kevin Cassidy said, Michael, you make me laugh out loud, man. Common Sense wants the phone. Everybody wants the phone. I've had this idea before. I just never went with it. You know what? I'm going to talk to Johan. I was supposed to actually call him tonight, but it's getting late. I'm going to try to call him tomorrow and see if we can set up something for next week. And that's one of the things that we'll try to work on, is figuring out what's the way that I can pipe the phone calls. I don't know how to explain it, but make the phone calls sound properly so I don't have to put them up against my microphone and they can just go right in through the stream. Kevin Cassidy says phone. The Jin says, yeah, a phone call would be awesome. That would be so cool. I would love to just talk to you guys. And that would be so much easier than bringing every single person on camera, because let's just face it. What's the reality of it? Not everybody wants to be on camera, right? Not everybody wants to be on camera. You want to be sitting in front, you want to be, let's be honest, right? You want to be just, you're watching the football game and watching us at the same time. And you've got your hands are full of Doritos, and the Doritos are running down your shirt or whatever it is that you're eating, a snack. You're eating ribs and you accidentally got some barbecue sauce on your shirt. You don't want to come on camera. You don't want to have to change your shirt. You want to just relax. It's, you're talking on the phone with your crypto family dog and your crypto family, whatever I am. Okay. Common Sense says phone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $20 donation. Common Sense. Really appreciate that. Patches is going to have a nice steak with that money. You're going to have a steak, Patches? He's looking at me. He's like, did somebody say steak? Did somebody say steak? And if I don't give him a steak, you know what happens? Emotional damage. He gets emotional damage if he doesn't have a steak. Sorry, Patches, you get dry dog food. He's on special dog food, salmon. Okay. Oh, phone or cam? Okay, yeah, we can give people the option. If people want to come on here, they can come on here with the, and do a video. Just add it to the stream like we did with Michael Cornwell. That was totally not planned. We've never talked to Michael Cornwell before, but it was cool. This is the type of stuff that you're not going to see. I mean, I think, look, imitation is the highest form of flattery. You're going to see more people are going to stream on Twitch, and more people are going to stream on Twitter. And, the big influence, the big ones, right, are going to do that because they're going to see that it works over time, right? Twitch is, let's be honest. Right now, Twitch is just basically video games. So we just have to wait. Okay, we'll get there. So thank you so much. Let's recognize Common Sense again. Remember, Common Sense is the OG of the OGs. He is the first ever member of Crypto Talk Now, go down in history like that. And we call him affectionately the General, because he goes to war for us. He's in the trenches. He's talking to everybody in Telegram and on Twitter. And he's trying to figure out ways to further the show, whether it's getting, sponsored AMAs or whatever it is. So thank you for that. Again, thank you for the donation, Common Sense. And thank all you guys for being here. Let's see. Within equals without. Giving up for at Common Sense and the super chats. Yeah, he's been a great supporter for us. Let's see here. Let's see. Didn't read that. Okay, Michael Cornwell, keep it on 5 minute so we can always watch for breakouts live. Oh, are you saying keep the subscriber mode to 5 minutes? I think that's what he's saying. Within equals without. Couch looks really cool. Yeah. Or the couch looks real. Yeah, it does. I've had people actually tell me that that they thought it was real. And actually, if I didn't know any better, like I didn't know about all this stuff like green screens. I'm not like some TV anchor that decided to talk about crypto. I had to learn all about green screens. I actually green is one of my favorite colors. So I wanted to come on here wearing blue and green. And I learned that I can't do that. I had a green, what was a Yeti mug or something. I couldn't use that because it was green and it would mess up the green screen. Within equals without. The dog is the unofficial mascot. Yeah, he is kind of like I prefer to call him a brand ambassador, because who has a dog as a brand ambassador, really? It's just different. Okay, Common Sense says Larry needs the dog. He gets worked up sometimes. I know. I do get mad. I do sometimes get a short fuse, but that's what makes it fun, right? So I could control it. If I wanted to be not authentic, look, I'm coming on here every single day. There's going to be some days where I might miss, right? But so far, it's been almost every day. One day I was sick and Max took over for me. But, I could pretend not to be mad and pretend to be in a good mood all the time, but that just wouldn't be real. That just wouldn't be who I am. Now, on a recorded video, that's different. I can pretend a little bit more, but when this live stream is like seeing Larry Unplugged, like you're seeing really who I am. There's no hiding anything as far as my personality. So there's going to be days that I'm going to be overly happy, and there's going to be days that I'm going to be middle of the road. There's going to be days that I'm just kind of pissed off, or maybe I'm just pissed off for a little bit. There's usually, I have to tell you about the things that I'm pissed off about because it makes for good content. It makes it interesting because then you get to know me better. The Jin says, can you make Patches mad and take a picture and put the mad face on your background? Oh, on my background. You mean make him like where he has his teeth out and stuff like that? I can look for an old picture of him like that. He doesn't get mad too much unless somebody knocks on the door. If somebody knocks on the door and he doesn't recognize the knock, then he kind of really has a very scary bark. I wish I could get him to bark on camera, but he won't do that. He probably won't. I swear, nobody believes me. He literally sees his camera, which is a Surface tablet. He's almost looking at it now. He looked at it at the corner of his eye. He looks at that tablet and he knows to go and sit down and get ready for the show. Like he actually, I think he realizes that this is his job. This job is just to lay there and be the relaxing family dog. Okay. Michael Cornwell, thank you so much for the $2 donation. He says, put Bubbles on 5 minutes so we can watch a break. Oh, you're saying that's really high tech because now we're really getting somewhere. I was thinking that it would just be a still picture like, of the past Crypto Bubbles, but you want real live activity. That's going to be something. I don't know if Johan knows how to do that. I'll have to ask him. We've got to see. I know what you're saying. That would be really cool. Almost like a ticker symbol, but like the bubbles flexing and moving like this. Oh, I just pushed my football tackle button. Right? Did you hear that? There's the cheering. Here's the girl screaming. You can't hear it too well because it's not piped in the stream. We have it set up for OBS. It's another software. Wait a minute. You mean like this? So the crypto bubbles are live and they're moving. And this would be like Patch's background, but it would just be like a small chunk of it, right? Because it's a smaller background. That would be so cool. So you could see what's happening. If there's some kind of like a breakout, like all of a sudden ApeCoin is up like, 30%. It starts going parabolic. That would be kind of cool. All right. So Ricky, guess I'll buy 20 million more SHIB. I first bought in at the 600 level. Yeah. Let's see. Look at Hex. See, we were going to talk about Hex. Hex is down all the way to 3.8 cents. I said I might buy more Hex if at 3 cents. Now I have to wait more. I just have to wait because everything is just trending down. I have to wait just another day and see what tomorrow brings. But look at this right here, guys. Look at my favorites. Here's Shiba Inu. Where is Shiba Inu? I said here it is. It should be in here. Here it is. It's down 10%. You see it gained back a zero like I was waiting for. I've been saying that for a few days. I'm waiting for it to gain back a zero, but now I have to wait even more. I have to keep waiting. I got to keep waiting. So you bought at the 600 level. It's at the 900 level right now. I've got to wait a little longer. This within equals without. The show is awesome. The host is the people's host. Yeah, that's what it's about. Look, I've said before many times, I'm not an expert. If you see these guys that pretend to be experts, they look at these charts, support level, this and that. They might be experts. They might be. But a lot of times they're not. That's what's weird about it. It's kind of like a show. But are there going to be many hosts that are actually going to let you control? I mean, you're going to have some level of control. I can't give you like 100% control because, we don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. But you guys are going to have more control than you realize, especially if we're able to tokenize this show. If we're able to tokenize the network or do like a combination or maybe just an NFT where, you can earn. It would be a long-term thing. Are we going to 10x? Is it going to be something where you're going to 10x your money? No. It would be something where you're actually investing in a company. Like we can establish something where you have ownership and control and voting rights and those sort of things. So it's going to be more of a long-term play. Do you think that ESPN was built? You guys, this is a smart audience. ESPN or Fox News or CNN or whatever your preference for news network is, it wasn't built in 6 months, right? It takes time to build these things. It takes time. The Jin, Larry or when I'll be driving and listening to you guys and texting you comments at the red light. Yeah, guys, don't text and drive, please. Don't even do it at the red light. It's so dangerous. I don't want you guys to get into an accident. Larry or when I'll be driving. But you know what? What if we just had a number? I don't know if it's an 800 number or not. It doesn't have to be an 800 number, right? If we just have a phone number for the show, we can have it. See these? You see this trail on the bottom? It says like the stream. Please subscribe for more. Right there. We are not financial advisors, right? Especially Patches. He's not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Okay, so in there, how would you like, hey, do you want to be on the show? Call now. This is the number. So you're going to probably remember the number, right? You're going to memorize the number, and you're driving in your car or your truck or whatever you drive. You're not, well, you can't do it on a motorcycle. You're driving in your car or your truck, or you can't do it when you're flying a plane, car or truck. And you hear, you want to join the show, call this number. And there it is. Like, we'll say it a few times so that if you're driving, you don't remember the number, you're going to hear the number. You pick up your cell phone and you're calling us. You're driving down the highway somewhere and you're talking to us just like a regular talk show. How cool would that be? How cool would that be, right? That's what I've been thinking about. That would be cool. All right. Where are we? Wait a minute. I'm all off with the comment. You guys are doing a great job making so many cool comments. Okay. Michael, okay, within equals without. Michael Cornwell did great. Thank you. Michael Cornwell, I've watched this show driving down the highway. Oh my God, guys, don't get into an accident with the show, please. I feel bad about it. Cool Cat Crypto. He's ghosting me. Is that what he's doing? He's a ghost. He's sticking his tongue out at me. The ghost is being rude. Michael Cornwell says, on bubbles. Within equals without. True brand ambassador sounds best. Yes. There he is. He's a beautiful dog. He's our brand ambassador. He's actually a real dog. He's not some stupid made up, guy wearing a costume. He's a real dog. Like, nobody has this type of stuff. He's a real brand ambassador, right? Okay. Michael Cornwell, I'm sorry. Such lag between the comment getting read and when we was actually talking to you. It's like 20 to 30 seconds delay, I think. Oh, well, you can blame YouTube for that. Okay. Common sense. Honestly, thank you. I appreciate you, Maximus. You and Maximus for working so hard. You have created an incredible space for all of us. Thank you. Kevin Cassie says, love the crypto bubbles on Patch's background. Great idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. That is a really, really strong idea. Within equals without. Patches is too distinguished to bark unnecessarily. He is kind of, he's kind of like a royal type of dog. He actually he kind of like gallops like regally, like when he's running outside in the back. He's kind of funny, and he doesn't like to get his feet wet. If it's raining outside, he doesn't like to get his feet wet. It's kind of funny. For as rough and tough of a dog he is, he does not like getting his feet wet. Maybe do like TikTok where you can ask hosts for invite and keep being multiple people chiming in on topics. I'm not an expert with TikTok. I think I've made 3 or 4 TikTok videos, so I need to learn more about that feature or how to do that. He says, maybe put a link on the bottom or something like that. Just a thought. Yes. This is what I like. I love you guys helping me create this. We're actually building this network on the fly. That's like, I spend more time working on the network than I do researching crypto. Like, I actually say to Max, like, Max, I need you to look at this. I need you to look at that. Can you check this out? Look at this contract. I did look at one contract today because I want to make sure it wasn't a honeypot and stuff like that, but it was a low cap token. But I say to him, like, can you check this out for me? And I'm going to need to lean on you a lot to do some of the, to do more of the research before the AMAs, because I'm working so much on the actual network side of things. And he's doing it too. Cool Cat Crypto, Patches is addicted to fame. Yeah. I actually think that he hit, he's 8 years old, but he's very popular. He's actually pretty popular already, but yes, within equals without. Yeah, the bubbles is a great idea. It really is. That's a strong idea. Do you know everything about this show is organic? For you, those of you that don't know, Max from the Max and Larry show, right, is actually the 100th subscriber of this YouTube channel, Crypto Talk Now. And that's how we met, because one day I was playing Shiba Adventure because I thought I would have like a crypto gaming night. And he started commenting. And I was like, wow, this guy's like really supportive. I'm like, I think, maybe he would like to come on. So I said to him one day, I think it was on Twitter I think it was Twitter. I said, would you like to come on the show? Like tomorrow, I'll be a special guest. We'll live stream together. He's like, yeah, sure. And he's never really, he's had a YouTube channel, but he's never had his face on camera. So it was really cool. It was so organic. And he did so well. And I had never talked to him on the phone before. I've never talked to him on camera, Literally, when I pushed the button, I think I might have talked to him for like a couple minutes backstage and then pushed the button and that was it. And then we just ran with it. And I just thought he would be like a one-time guest. It was just like Michael Cornwell coming on. It was like totally organic, just like that. That's what's cool. That's what's so cool about the show. I'm literally letting this whole show, what's cool about the story of the show, when they ask me about the show a year from now, I'm going to say, well, you know what? If I'm being interviewed by someone named Jennifer or Jerry or whoever the person is I'm talking to, you know what, Jerry? You know what, Ken or Megan or whoever I'm talking to, this show was built organically. Like everything about this show, 90% of this stuff was built organically from the actual community that surrounded us. How cool is that? The Jin, cool cat. I think he is Hollywood material like Johnny Cage. Okay, thank you for that. Talking about patches. Michael Cornwell, thank you for the $2 donation. Set to 5 minutes. It's more exciting. Oh, are you talking about the subscriber mode? He's talking about subscriber mode, I think. I think he's talking about that. Yeah, you're saying set the YouTube settings to 5 minutes. Okay. I think that's what you're talking about. Oh, wow. I'm so far behind. Cool Cat Crypto. I set my bubbles to 5 minutes. Oh, they're talking about the bubbles. You can set it to 5 minutes? You guys are going to teach me something new? Oh, yeah, you're right. You can set it to 5 minutes. Okay, let's see. Let's set it to 5 minutes. So this is what's happened in the last 5 minutes. How cool is that? I've only looked at hour and I'm sorry. Have I looked at hour before? No, not really. I've only really looked at day and week. Day and week. That's it. I've done a little bit. A couple times I looked at year, but I didn't even think about setting it to 5 minutes or 15 minutes. That's so cool. Thank you for that. All right, so I have it set to 5 minutes on the top 100 right now. Cool Cat Crypto is smiling. Cool Cat Crypto. The Jin, for sure, he's a star. Yeah, Patch is a star. That's funny. Yeah, the Jin. Larry, are you going to give us a 900 number? Laugh out loud. Haha, just kidding, bro. No, that's actually a genius idea. We can raise money that way. We can do a 1-900 crypto talk show where you actually have to pay $2.99 a minute to talk to Patches because he's the only one that's naked here, so everybody would want to talk to him. That would be so funny. All right, Cool Cat Crypto. Anyone buying UST? I'm tempted to put $100 into it. All right, so UST. Oh, come on. It's not typing it. For some reason, my keyboard's not working. Try it again. It was delayed. UST. Terra Classic USD, right? It's funny how the names for this is a little bit off. I tell you what, my new target price is a half a penny. Right? I'm getting greedy again. I said I would get it at about a penny, but now I'm waiting just because of the overall market. It's not like this is the only thing that dropped. Everything is moving down together. So let me just wait a little bit. But that's not financial advice. Oh, good evening to Lalo or Lalo Arliano. Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you for that. And thank you for coming back. Michael Cornwell says, I have been investing many hours a day into reading and learning crypto news, etc. Oh, cool. Michael Cornwell said, I had 500 turned into 100 on UST. I'll get more as soon as I can. It's super cheap right now. Yeah. I bought UST at 10 cents. Isn't that funny? And I'm just holding on to it. I screwed up with that. I don't know if it'll ever get back to 10 cents. Maybe. The Jin Patches blockchain coming soon. No rug pulls on this chain. That'd be funny. He's going to have his own blockchain. That would be so funny. Common sense. I mint 5 Banana Task Force 8 NFTs today. Oh, cool. My first ever NFTs. Well, good for you. I'm glad you got that. So, yeah, that's good news. I used to hold BTFA, but I did sell it off. Yep, I sold it off. I did do a promotional video for them back in the day. Michael Cornwell says, cool. Okay. Within equals without. If 2 brains are better than 1, imagine the brainstorm we were having. Yeah. I love having brainstorming sessions. I think about I have them with I'll call up Johan and have brainstorming sessions. I call up Max and have them now. I do that with a lot of friends and family. I like to have brainstorming sessions. Those usually produce some of the best ideas because it's so exciting to hear. Imagine, we've got 18, 20, 22 people in here at a time coming up with ideas and sharing them, and their ideas being actually listened to and thought about. Cool Cat Crypto at Michael. If that repegs down the road, it'll be worth it. Yeah, I don't know if that's ever going to repeg. Yep. Let me see this. By the way, guys, I'm so grateful for you guys. There's my gratitude rock. I'm grateful to be here with you guys. Yep, Coinbase has 30 million Wrap Luna and 10,000 or so UST locked down. I can't access much of it. Coinbase, yeah, that sucks. Common sense, my $9,000 of Hex is now 3,800. Crazy, yeah. Wow, you bought a lot of Hex. The thing that I do is I try to dollar cost in and out of things. But yeah, so wow, I think you're going to be okay. Can I say this without getting in trouble? Not financial advice, common sense, but I'm pretty sure Hex will come back at some point. When it'll come back, I'm not sure. Hex is down because the whole market is down. Michael Cornwell, no bubbles. Michael Cornwell, bubbles. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Where's the bubbles? There they are. Okay. Cool Cat Crypto. Get 11,792 USTC for $100. That's what you get for 100. That's cool. Michael Cornwell. How cool would it be to have a show where we watch for breakouts and we all jump on them together? Well, we don't want to chase green candles, right? I don't ever want to do that. Unless you're trying to, talk about some kind of a technical analysis breakout. But if I see something starting to pump, I don't chase it. I like it when it actually crashes. Michael Cornwell, laugh out loud. Maybe a figure show idea for me. Laugh out loud. Oh, future show. Yeah. I have brainstormed with Keith and Shinja Dev. It's always nice. Oh, cool. Well, that's good. Yeah. And a Shinja Dev. Okay, that's good. Yup. Okay, so Cool Cat Crypto. I know better than to look at my portfolio right now. Yeah, I think you're right. Ricky, see y'all tomorrow. Going to watch Ghost Hunters. Have to get my mind off crypto before bed. Oh, that you're saying that crypto is more scary? Armed to fight you. Larry, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you. I'm doing good. I went on a little bit of a rant earlier in the show, but I'm feeling better now. Within equals without. Together, we are the whale as a community. Yeah, we are pretty strong, especially when the community grows. So, guys, I think we've gone long enough today. We've gone an hour and a half. I'm definitely taking your suggestions and ideas. I'm not just saying that to blow smoke. It's really true. I'm going to work on trying to figure out a way to integrate a call-in show. If it's not for the whole show, maybe for a portion of the show. And then I've talked to Johan about that, and also the crypto bubbles in the back of Patches. And I'll go through and rewatch the show to see the ideas that I missed or that I'm not thinking of at this moment. And we will definitely take all of them into consideration and see how we can make the show better. Because that's our goal, is to make the show better for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Here's one more comment. A couple comments here. Good night from Common Sense. Everyone, armed to fight you. I'll buy USTC. Just thinking how much I should buy. I buy $10,000 worth or 30. Whoa. Gonna buy that much USTC? $10,000 worth or 30? Wow. Woo. That's a lot. That's like a big time play right there. That might be a little bit too risky for my blood. Good night to all great people in this chat. Thank you for that. And thank you for everybody. Everybody be good. Enjoy your families outside of here. Good night. Don't let the FUD bite. That's good. With and equals without. It's a risky play. Cool Cat Crypto. Thank you so much, guys. We're going to sign off. See us tomorrow. It's Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. See us for the Max and Larry show. Take care. I'm signing off.